of the block. This has been so much fun on Top 96. I only wish we could have more and more sets for the rest of the day, but you watching at home will have exactly that. We'll go even further into Regen 2022. Right after this, let's get one more player in the winner's side. Is it Ryukai? Is it Whoophee?
Let's go at PS2. The nice neutral start off for this set. We see straight away the laser comes out to try and just create that zone, but so does the forward aerial. That massive range coming in, combating the projectile, this neutral air out of shield, and just glancing blow from that big slash from Makamune. Here we go. He's trying to keep Wolf out thus far. Is Whoophee managing to do just that, getting that sweet spot on the stab there from the blade. Treating Wolf a little bit like Aerith, except on a horizontal blade as opposed to a vertical, taking that big flinch, going for a gouge forward smash.
Yeah, Wolf more of a red 13 in Final Fantasy terms, once again getting around the Omni Slash from Sephiroth. Ryukai just completely unfazed. Says, right, time to bring out the gun. You may be the most evil man on the planet, but I've got a gun with a spike on it.
I've got a little gun. There we go, the downer Hell's Gate into the forward edge, getting that little bit of charge, getting the flare, throwing it out. That's Fairzy Wearsies, but that stab, that range, and that could be considered a little bit less than fair, but we will see as it continues.
Oh, no grab though. Just sweeps the darkness in front of his face, but it's not close range enough to hit. Whoophee, the thing is with Sephiroth is that close range combat. He's not the quickest. He doesn't really have out of shield options. Ryukai is starting to flex that on him just a little bit more. Actually gets the dash attack in before the up air connects. That was so tight. The up smash is enough for the first stock to go in Ryukai's favor.
The wing came out, but all it did was make sure that Sephiroth had just enough little help to fly out of the blast zone. The down tilt getting called out very effectively by the gouge up smash from Wolf. Excuse me, very effectively.
Oh, it's time.
As we see the combos start to come out, the up tilt just poking Wolf, and the poke like a little bit more severe when you're on the finishing end of that gouge sword that Sephiroth possesses, going out trying to get back, and there at ledge is going to pop Whoophee back off stage.
Slash to get out as well. So many Omni slashes towards ledge, and absolutely none of them have done him any favors. At this point, do you just want to go for the quick one? Yes, indeed you do. Just get back on with the play. If Ryukai's going to avoid it every time, then what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. The blade dash is going to be a little bit more effective. The quicker the Octo does come back out, though, just in case Ryukai does come in. But the back end is going to do it instead. The metallic boots of Wolf O'Donnell defeating Sephiroth in that instance. Here we go, the blaster zoning up so effectively, and here comes the one-winged angel trying to get Shadow Flare on board, but just holding that deflector is Wolf there, just saying like, nah, it's fine. If you want to do that to me, I'll do it to you. The back throw, looking for the back area.
There, just the wrong way around though. He was able to find a way to turn around. That could have been it, but nevertheless, Kokoroshi, here comes the wing. Super armor on the smash attack, extra jump. All of these assets are going to help out Whoophee for, I believe, the first time in this game, pretty much.
Going so off stage, wanting that kill, but that has fading back nicely, noticing that Ryukai got back every time. He's going in, not afraid, and throwing out the flare potential of it, but wanting that reversal is happening in the face of Wolf instead. But here we go, we see that Ryukai's comfortable, just gonna, that's fine, I'll get my sword, you get your sword, I'll get my little gun, and the sword in this instance is a little bit more effective. The double bears the fair, but the stock was taken. Sephiroth's in danger, but will that wing last? Yes, it will. It's still persisting.
No grab, you can't do that though. That's twice in one game. Unfortunate for Whoophee. Just expecting Sephiroth's magic to do it. Just reach that a little bit further, but instead it's Wolf's up smash that has all the range in the world. Game one goes to Ryukai. It was comfortable most of the way, but Whoophee was starting to bring it all the way back, and he's got other characters he can try if he wants. We're clearly not going to see Richter against Wolf. I think Whoophee is trying his best to solo main, and obviously when his other characters, Wario, French opponent, probably quite familiar. Yeah. So the options are there. We're just not going to see him anyway because, yeah, this has to be a Sephiroth route, but it could be a success story with the way that was changing fates.
That adaptation we saw coming out from Whoophee, just getting so much more comfortable at landing those aerials, which at the start of the game were doing enough, but Wolf was able to call out any minuscule windows of opportunity, open them right up and get some high percent tapped on. That's what Wolf does best, converting off any little hit into a lovely string that can just do so much to you, especially when you're a big, tall Bella like Sephiroth. Got those Genova jeans, size and leg probably pretty long, but we have to imagine that Sephiroth back. The combos are going to have to be something that Whoophee avoids. We saw the adaptation come out at the end with that sword being very effective. Let's see if this can change his fate.
Yep, Team Galactic is back. Let's keep the excitement going. That game one was so good. One of the best games I've seen in the tournament, to be quite honest with you. And now we're looking to have another banger. Right now, they're just swapping sides to say, right, my combo, your combo. Whoophie's so good at landing those narrow hits on the forward air and back air. Like, that was the most impressive part of the whole game, I would have to say. But now it's time for more back airs.
Loving that timing, the spacing on that fast forward back air, just avoiding a back air of Wolves that time was Whoophee. The forward aerial is going to follow that lovely little dink from the nair. But here we go, he's moving so much more effectively here. The instant dash comes out, and here we go. Whoophee is ready and takes it with that strong hit of the back air. The wing is not going to persist despite Sephiroth's dangerous situation. 8% is a very dangerous time to be a Sephiroth player. The forward air does come out. The next time the hit does come out, it will be going away. Maybe before Sephiroth himself, maybe not at this rate. A huge hit came out from Ryukai there. A throw, another situation.
Whoophee just not quite reaching those top blast zones. Sephiroth obviously has faster speed when the wing is out as well. I wonder if that affects the falling speed. Well, affecting his exiting the game speed there. Seemed to hold all the way out towards the end.
Lovely air dodge timing, knowing exactly when to get out of the way. That shadow play going for that dash attack we've seen so effective. Lovely, I respect the attempt, but then the Rob end not quite getting it that time.
But instead, it's saying, right, center stage is going to be taken. Ryukai is kicking the door down. Knock, knock, it's Mr. Wolf! And he's found his way right through, and the lead is back in the favor of Ryukai. This was a huge moment of explosions right now. Are we going to see an explosion from a Giga Flare or something like that? Whoophee just needs to get anything on the board. He's got his wing. Comeback mechanic is now required.
Yeah, we see it. All the down smash is bleeding the roll, but just being that little bit misspaced to actually catch it. We've seen here when Wolf's in Sephiroth's face. What does Sephiroth do? Too slow. The Nair is just missing by that little inch. The Octo Slash not hitting its mark again. Ledge invincibility is gone. Just getting back safely is Whoophee, just holding shield, staying nice and patient. And instead, when the range game is at play, it's all Whoophee.
Still just a little bit too early. I love the way Ryukai has been holding back all of his recoveries to make sure he gets back safely. Not been afraid of the Octo Slash off stage, not been afraid of the Scintillas on stage. Ryukai is doing what he needs, and what he needed was another up smash.
Huge scoop from Wolf there. We're seeing the movement come out from Whoophee to dodge these maneuvers, get those big hits with the back air, but not securing the kill fast enough. Commentators curse, looking more wretched than those shadow flares that Sephiroth can apply, as we see Whoophee enter the same stock as Ryukai. Whoophee is now building that percent, down tilt into the up air, get Shadow Flare once again dodge, really effective, knowing exactly when to look out for that third rotation. Percent piling on with just a nice bit of aggression there from Ryukai. Wing is here, and Sephiroth is gone back away off the stage.
Yep, it's simply a case of how do we make advantage of those extra benefits. There's a big gap to cover, but Wolf's not going to get any of those comeback mechanics. Also, Whoophee, can he do anything, or is he going to lose his stock right here, right now? Ryukai doing all the business. The up smash doesn't connect, though.
The strongest possible hit of that back air hitting, and suddenly the situation's looking a little bit bad for Ryukai here, running straight in, not afraid this time. Getting that grab the F throw.
Love the retreat, though. Such an ambiguous landing, but he needs to land one more time if he's going to carry on this game. Ryukai will fight his way back down. The up tilt barely misses from Whoophee, and that was the opening required. Wolf can start that up smash from either side, it will still scoop, and in the end, I think all 3 kills came from up smash in that game. What does that tell you about Wolf O'Donnell?
Massive scoop, looking like a big ice cream. There you go, that's the bit. I hope you enjoyed that.
Cookies and cream, huh?
Right, that massive scoop that Wolf does have, Sephiroth, a tall man, he's going to get caught at lots of different heights with it. It's running back again. Whoophee on potentially winner's side game here. We've got to see an answer for that aggression that Wolf's piling on. We saw it starting to come out, getting more bold, not afraid to go into Wolf's face, but it's got to stay on if Whoophee wants to turn this around. Wolf is so effective when he's in your face, and pressing his lovely A button, which we see class straight away.
Here we go, though. 37 only, and well, It will be only 37 for that stock. Whoophee did the up B. He tried to recover as quickly as he could and get some hitboxes out before Ryukai retreated. But in his hesitation, in his rush, the whole stock was lost. And now things are looking fantastic for Ryukai.
Back end coming out from both players there, but it's Whoophee who's on the receiving end of one from Ryukai. It's looking pretty dire. Let's not lie, the back end is coming out. Lovely moves from Whoophee, hitting them really effectively all the way through. But it's Ryukai who's been getting the game, getting the stock, because the aggression that Wolf can pile on. Look at that. And a second back end, bear it to bear. Sephiroth cannot bear it anymore as we see that stock go away.
Wow, okay.
Falling at the end onto the huge up smash.
Yeah, first smash attack we've seen hit its mark from Whoophee. I said at the start of this set this was probably the most unpredictable winner side set we had in this school, and I maintain that. I would especially be surprised if it were to be a 3-0, but that's looking like the only option right now. Ryukai is piling on more and more pressure. Now we have, could have been a finishing situation for at least one of those stocks, but Ryukai holding all the way out to make sure that downer was going to be avoided. Whoophee, the wing will not last forever either. Even if he takes this stock, it will eventually dissipate as a result. That comeback mechanic will disappear. It will only take you so far. There's another Octa Slash. Oh, I love the forward air afterwards. That was super unpredictable.
Just see here that, as you say, that wing's not going to stick around. That super armor will disappear, and it's looking like it might not even take the stock here. But as we say, commentators, it does come in again. Huge hit there from Whoophee, taking a stock at the very least, going off stage to retreat. But next hit that Whoophee lands, that wing is likely to go away because of the fact that the combat mechanics for Sephiroth was decided that, oh yeah, no, it's only when he's in danger and only when he really needs it. And what Whoophee really needed, I'm not entirely sure. That matchup looks so Sephiroth when Wolf's in your face, swinging those big claws, taking those chunks out of you, especially again when you're so susceptible because of your height, because of your build. It was rough for Whoophee.
That's crazy. How do you have 3 characters at a high level and have them all get counterpicked so strongly by Wolf? That is so unfortunate on the draw for Whoophee.